Hi everyone, all can hear me now? All right, great. So before everyone joins, let us do one thing. Let us do a simple question and everyone will keep joining. So in the last class, we talked about the resultant things, right? How to find the resultant of two vectors and the magnitude of resultant. And we did problems based on resultant and the direction associated with the resultant vector. We also talked about projection of vectors, talking about the dot and the cross product. Can anyone tell me? Did we go through the dot and the cross? That was the last part we need to go. Okay. So dot and cross we will do, but before that we will try to do more number of sums to have clear understanding. Okay. So anyone has any doubt based on what we learned in the last class, or we should directly step ahead to the questions? Okay, no doubt. So we will now find out. We will do simple questions based on one or two questions based on what we learned, so that I be sure that you all are following well. So this question, and whoever will be done, they will let me know the answer. They will tell me yes or no in this poll. So I'll call out the names randomly and you have to tell me the answer. Quickly we will do. Whoever will be done, they should let me know the answer in the chat. So only 30% of you have done. So all should do this. Carefully observe what is given here, what is needed to be found. You have to find the magnitude, x and y components of all these vectors. Okay, most of you would have done now. So let me know the answer. No one has given me the answer in the chat. Whoever has done, they can give your answer in the chat. And then we will see it. Who has done more? Most of you have marked yes in the poll. Yes, others, you can tell me the answer for this one. Angle of OA is 30 degree. Yes, it is shown here. Angle is 30 degree. Let us see how to do this. You have to find magnitude, x and y components, and the angle with the x-axis of the resultant of OA vector, BC vector, OF vector and DE vector. तो पहले इस सब का रिजल्टेंट निकालेंगे. So OA, this is of length 4 meters. How can we write this in vector form? Vector form हम I और J cap के साथ लिख सकते हैं, but to do that we have to project it along x and y. So if you observe OA vector, this is 4 meters at 30 degree. So its projection on this side will be 4 cos 30, and here it will be 4 sin 30. So 4 cos 30, that is 2 root 3. 4 sin 30, that is 2. So OA vector we can write it as 2 root 3 along x-axis. So 2 root 3 I cap plus 2 along y-axis. So 2 j cap. So before moving ahead, let me know, did you all understand this? How did we get OA vector? Who has not understood, raise your hand here. OA vector, how we will find? Who has not understood? You can raise your hand. So I assume that all has understood this. So we found OA vector. Similarly, we will now find BC vector. BC vector, this is in this direction. So its projection will be along this direction and this direction. Right? We learnt about the triangle law and the parallelogram law. So now project this BC vector, which is 2 meters, and this is 60 degree. So along this side we will get 2 cos 60, and along this side we will get 2 sin 60. So 2 cos 60, that is 1, and 2 sin 60, that is root 3. So again I say, whoever has not watched trigonometry, they should look at that at least once. So now I can write this BC vector in terms of I cap and j cap. So 1 is along negative x direction. So we write minus 1 into I cap. Root 3 is along positive y direction, right? Upside is positive y. So we write plus root 3 j cap. So again I say, whoever has not understood, they should let me know at that point only. I will not be repeating the whole things again. Now we move to finding OF vector. OF vector, you can see there is no need to project because it is along y direction only. So OF vector, we can write it as 1 into j cap. So it will be j cap only. And similarly, we have DE vector along negative y direction. So DE vector can be written as minus j cap. So you have to add all of them, right? Because the question is to find resultant. So if to find resultant, I will add all of them. So OA vector, let's write here, resultant vector will be OA vector plus BC vector plus OF vector and plus DE vector. So let us put the values here. OA vector is 2 root 3 I cap plus 2 j cap. 2 root 3 I cap plus 2 j cap. And BC vector root 3 j cap minus I cap. OF vector is plus j cap. DE vector is minus j cap. So let us simplify this. So from here we get R vector as 2 root 3 minus 1. Right? We take the common. And then 2 plus root 3 j cap. So once we have found the resultant, now we can find the magnitude. So magnitude क्या होगा? Number 1, magnitude of resultant vector, root of this square plus this square. That was the formula to find magnitude. So now simplify this. So apply a minus b whole square and a plus b whole square. So 2 root 3 whole square plus 1 square minus 4 root 3. That's the expansion of this. And then we add to it 4 plus 3 plus 4 root 3. So this gets cut. And we get 2 root 3 whole square root 12 plus 1 plus 7. So root 20. This is the magnitude of part 1. Find out the x and y components. So x component क्या हो गया 2 root 3 minus 1. So x component is 2 root 3 minus 1. वैसे ही y component क्या हो जाएगा 2 plus root 3. And number 3 you have to find out the angle with the x-axis of the resultant. तो angle कैसे निकालेंगे? We knew the formula of this also. Let us suppose angle is theta, so tan theta will be y component divided by x component. तो यहाँ से angle क्या हो जाएगा tan inverse 2 plus root 3 by 2 root 3 minus 1. So yes, one can look here now. All of you understood this? This question, all of you understood? सबको समझ में आ रहा है ये? This theta is the angle which is made by this vector with x-axis. We saw these things. In the last classes, we saw that if we have a normal vector, let us say ये कोई vector है x I cap plus y j cap. तो इस vector का हम magnitude कैसे निकालेंगे? Just take the coefficient of I cap and square it with coefficient of y और j cap. ये था magnitude. वैसे ही डायरेक्शन के लिए क्या था हमारे पास टू गेट द एंगल और एंगल कैसे निकालते थे tan इनवर्स y by x. So these two things has to be remembered first before trying to understand anything about vectors. Okay, so let us move to the next one. So इसका सब नहीं करना है, कोई एक दो करेंगे. So let's do number 1. So part 1 quickly. quickly all will do. Let me know the answer. So this answer, Amruta will tell us what is the answer for part 1. Let me know the answer through the chat, Amruta. You can hear me? All of you will do. Whoever will be done, they will give me the answer through the chat. I can see one answer. Okay, so j cap minus root 3 I cap. So let us see. A vector is directed along y axis. A vector किधर है? Y axis की तरफ. Means we have the magnitude of both as 2. So you can write A vector as 2 j cap. And B vector is directed along a direction making an angle 30 degree north of east. Right? It says north coincides with y. So this is y and x axis. B vector किधर है? It is along a direction making 30 degree north of east. So this one 30 degree, right? This is north of east. We have seen about the difference between north of east and east of north. Multiple times we saw this in the last class. So this is B vector that is given. So magnitude is 2. So how can I write B vector in terms of I and J? I have to take the projection. तो इसका projection x axis पे क्या होगा? 2 cos 30. Y पे क्या होगा? 2 sin 30. 2 sin 30 is 1 because sin 30 is 1 by 2. 2 cos 30 is root 3. So B vector will be root 3 I cap plus j cap. So first, is this understood? Now you can find A vector minus B vector. That's first one. So it will be 2 j cap minus root 3 I cap minus j cap. So this will come out to be 2j minus j, that is j cap minus root 3 I cap. This is the answer. So Adarsh will tell us fourth one. Yes, Adarsh Desai. Fourth one, let me know what you get. A vector minus 2b vector. नंबर 2 a वेक्टर b वेक्टर मिल गया है, so we will do a vector minus 2b vector, that is 2j cap minus 2 times of root 3 I cap plus j cap. So now we can simplify this. So 2j cap minus 2 root 3 I cap minus 2j cap, तो ये जाएगा कट और बचेगा हमारे पास माइनस 2 रूट 3 I cap. Okay, so if this is understood now, let us do this one. So quickly all will do, then we will see a small quiz based on these vectors. All should do this one. Yes, Shivansh, what doubt you have?
Sir, if two vectors are parallel, then they are equal.
Not necessarily. This vector and this vector are parallel. Only thing is that their directions must be same, right? Two parallels cannot be equal, but yes, two equal vectors are definitely parallel. So what is the condition for parallelism? That the directions are same. And if you would remember, if we had two vectors, any vector, let us suppose, if I want to get the direction, then I can write its direction by its cap. So the direction of a vector is given by a cap, which is a vector divided by the magnitude. So first you have to find out the direction of this one. So the direction will be 2I cap minus bj cap plus 2k cap divided by, where is this c here in the question? There is no c involved. You have to just find b. So p cap will be this divided by root of, how to find magnitude? Square the coefficients, 2 squared, b squared, 2 squared. Similarly, find the direction of q vector. So q cap क्या होगा? I cap minus j cap plus k cap divided by root of 1 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared. So now we can say p cap is equal to q cap, right? Their directions are equal. So when we equate, what we get? 2I cap minus bj cap plus 2k cap divided by root 8 plus b squared. Here also root 8 plus b squared. Here also root 8 plus b squared. This is equal to I cap minus j cap plus k cap divided by root 3. So any coefficient you can take, and now you can equate the coefficient. Let us say I take this one and equate it with this one. So what we get? 2 by root 8 plus b squared is equal to 1 by root 3. So to find b, I will square both sides. So 4 by 8 plus b squared is equal to 1 by 3. Now we will cross multiply. So this gives 12 is equal to 8 plus b squared. तो यहाँ से b square क्या मिल जाएगा? 4. And what will be b? It will be plus minus 2. So ये भी चीज ध्यान देना है लास्ट में. If anything square is equal to 4, then it may be plus or minus, because if you square plus and minus 2, you are going to get 4. So this will be our answer. Is this understood to all? What do we do in case the vectors are parallel? Okay, right. We will do another one now. So we will do this one. Everyone should do. Quickly, everyone should do this. Minus j cap plus 2k cap plus minus 5 I cap. Okay, let us check this. So determine a vector which when added to the resultant of this, so let us say that vector is C, it gives a unit vector along negative y direction. So basically this resultant, that is A vector plus B vector plus C vector, it gives a unit vector along negative y direction, that means minus j cap, right? And we are required to find C vector. So C vector can easily be found using minus j cap minus A vector minus B vector. So this will give C vector as minus 2 I cap plus 5 j cap minus k cap minus 3 I cap minus 5 j cap minus k cap. So this will give us C vector as minus j cap minus 2 I cap minus 5 j cap plus k cap minus 3 I plus 5 j plus k cap, and simplifying this will give us the result. So I वाला simplify कर देते हैं, minus 2 I minus 3 I, that is minus 5 I. j वाला ये और ये कैंसिल हो गया, बचा माइनस j cap and then plus 2k cap, right? So minus 5 I cap minus j cap plus 2k cap. This is understood. We will do another one now. Let us do this one. Quickly we will do this. Okay, I can see your answers. Samarth, let me know what answer you got. Yes, Samarth, let me know what answer you got for this one. Okay, Samarth says 4 kilometers. So here in this case, Abhilash Abhilasha walks 37 degree north of east. That means Abhilasha is walking in this direction for 3 kilometers. How far would she have to travel due south and then due west to arrive at the same point? So Abhilasha walks 37 degree north of east. And in the next situation, you have to find how far would she have to first walk due south and then due west to arrive at the same location. That means the perpendicular components we have to find. So it will be 3 sine 37 and then 3 cos 37, right? So for 37 degree, I have told you all to remember 3, 4, 5. So cos 37, now you can say it is 4 by 5. Sine 37, now you can say it is 3 by 5. And these will be the answers. Also, what is the total distance walked by Abhilasha to come back to the original position? Total distance traveled to come back. That means you have to multiply the result with 2, right? It says for coming back as well. So itne add karenge to it takes this much distance. It walks this much distance to go from one initial to final point. Okay, very simple one this was. And let us do this. So not more time for doing this. Quickly we will do just 30 seconds to do this one. 5. Okay, I started operating here only. I was actually adding notes to GCR. Okay, I'll just show it here. Yes, this is the question. All of you do this one. So here answer will be 5. Very simple. Two perpendicular vectors दिया हुआ है perpendicular है having magnitudes 3 and 4 respectively. Find the magnitude of the resultant vector and angle that it makes with the vector A. तो A वेक्टर इधर मान लिया जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड 3 है, B वेक्टर इधर मान लिया जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड 4 है, एंड टू फाइंड आउट एंगल विथ वेक्टर A, सो हियर tan थीटा क्या हो जाएगा 4/3. तो एंगल क्या मिल जाएगा 53 डिग्री. जस्ट कंपेयर विथ दिस वन, right? And we can use Pythagoras theorem and we can find the magnitude of resultant, that will be root 4 square plus 3 square, and that is 5 units, right? This is very simple. Okay, we will play Kahoot now. Everyone is clear with this question, right? ये क्वेश्चन अगर किसी को समझ में नहीं आया, they should watch full recordings, re-watch every class then. So all should join. Quickly, all should join. And I have uploaded all the notes that what we did till today in the classroom. सभी कोई ज्वाइन करो ये. Quickly, all should join here. Refresh it if screen is stuck.
Sir, will we have test?
Yes, yes, I'll inform about that. We will complete vectors at least, then only we can have. There are a lot many things to cover in vectors.
Sir, you are muted.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So the component of vector along any other direction. Component means we are talking about I cap, j cap, or k cap. Now their magnitude is 1, right? And if we talk about any vector has magnitude definitely greater than or equal to 1. So if you take any vector, let us say you take any vector, 2i cap plus 3j cap. If you find its magnitude, it will be root 13, which will be greater than the magnitude of unit vector, right? So if we talk about unit vectors or the component of vector, that is always less than its magnitude. Okay, next one we will do this. So here most of you selected null vector. That is right, because a vector, when it is added to an equal and opposite vector of similar nature, it forms a null vector, right? Because if you have a vector, if you add opposite of a vector, that is minus a vector, that will give us a null vector. Next one we will do. So here if we observe, non-coplanar concurrent forces are right, because it says the forces which meet at one point but their lines of action do not lie on one plane. It clearly says that these forces are not lying in one plane. So in this case, definitely it should be non-coplanar and concurrent forces, because they are meeting at one point. Meeting at one point, that means they are concurrent. Okay, most of you selected B only, that's right. Moving to the next one. So here C is the right answer. Unit vectors does not have any specified unit because their magnitudes are one. They do have specified direction. They do have the magnitude as one, but they do not have any unit, right? So this thing we can keep in mind. The next one.
Sir, your screen has got stuck.
To all it is appearing stuck. To all it is appearing stuck.
No, sir, now okay.
Okay, okay. So here two vectors having magnitudes 8 and 10 can have maximum कब होगा जब ऐड कर देंगे, minimum कब होगा जब subtract कर देंगे, right? And in all other cases when the angle will be other than 0 and 180, it will be between 2 and 18. That is very simple as well. दो number का maximum क्या होगा 18, minimum क्या होगा subtracted value.
The minimum can be -2 also.
-2 और 2 में क्या अंतर है? That's just representing opposite direction. In terms of vectors we are dealing, we are not talking about the numbers. So minimum number of forces of unequal magnitude whose vector sum can be equal to 0 is which of the following? See, we have to find the minimum number of forces of unequal magnitude whose vector sum can be 0. Unequal, देखो अगर equal रहता तो दो चलता, but we are talking about unequal magnitude. So in that case, it should be 3, right? It should be at least 3. Then only let us suppose this vector and then this vector. They can result into 0 depending on their magnitudes and the directions. This is the last question because after this it's all about dot and the cross. Wait, not this one also. This is from dot and cross. We will skip this. Quickly, this question we can do. We even did questions similar to this. Quickly, last question. Everyone should do this correctly. So here number 3 is the right one. We just did question similar to this. What vector should be added to the sum of these two vectors? तो दोनों का sum पहले निकालेंगे तो क्या होगा? 5y cap minus j minus 2j minus 3j cap 3k minus 2k वो हो गया k cap. Let us say the vector I want to add here is c vector. So that resultant is a unit vector along z axis, that is k cap, right? K cap is only the vector along z axis, unit vector along z axis. From here c vector will be all taken to the right hand side. So minus 5y, ये minus 3 था तो ये हो जाएगा plus 3j, ये plus k था तो ये minus k cap हो जाएगा. and this will get cut. So what will remain with us? Minus 5y plus 3j cap. So whoever have got option B, they are right. So rest all we will continue in the next class. All right, everyone. So see you all in the next class. Good, everyone. Keep revising the vectors, and I have added all the questions, all the things that we worked out in the class in the Google Classroom. Okay, all right. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir.